Would you like some tea, Renee, if you don't mind pouring?
Oh, no, of course not, darling. Thank you. So much. So, tell me, how's Cord doing?
Cord is much better. He went to the hospital this morning, and Larry ran tests, and everything came back negative, thank goodness.
Oh, thank heavens for that. I swear, 6 days before Christmas, peace and goodwill are in short supply. All this trouble with Carlo Hesser. And now, on top of everything else, Max is leaving Gabrielle.
He's leaving her?
Yep. He stayed with us last night.
Why? What happened?
I don't have any facts. Apparently, the marriage has been in trouble for some time now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, so am I. And I thought for one little moment last night that he might possibly reconcile with Gabrielle until Asa put in his 2 cents. He also has this silly notion in his head that Max and Alex Olenoff would make a wonderful couple. I know. That is almost as far-fetched as your thought that you're going to deal out biblical justice to Carlo Hesser.
Renee, do you seriously believe we should let Carlo Hesser continue intimidating our family, sending his goons to beat up on Cord whenever they feel like it?
Of course not, darling. You're not seriously thinking about getting even with Carlo, are you?
You bet I am. Dead serious about it.
Sweetheart, is Larry's shirt... I'm sorry that this isn't gonna need stitches.
No, he said it's fine. So it should be fine.
Well, I hope it doesn't scar.
Well, he says it won't scar. Oh,
I'm sorry.
So it's not gonna scar.
Did he give you a prescription for a pain pill or anything like that?
Nope, he didn't, because the only prescription I need is right here. Hey, listen, if I had known that a couple cuts and bruises would have brought us closer together, I would have had someone beat the living hell out of me a long time ago. Come here.
Oh, careful.
Are you sure that Asa and Renee aren't going to mind us working in here?
Alex, relax. I'm sure and positive, okay? Besides, it gives us more room to spread out.
Okay. Take a look at these last 2 paragraphs and give me your opinion. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
The last 2 paragraphs.
Well, listen, I think the language is a little strong.
Why?
Asa. Hello, is something wrong?
You bet there's something wrong.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Better. How long was I asleep?
About an hour.
Oh, it feels a lot longer.
That's what happens sometimes when you're run a high fever.
I'm glad you stayed. You could have left, but you didn't.
I told you I was going to stay a while, in case you needed anything. Besides, Al's upstairs. I didn't want to leave him alone.
Oh, what's he doing?
He's taking a nap.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just sitting up makes me dizzy.
Your eyes are clearer now. That medication finally kicked in.
Yeah. I don't feel so feverish anymore.
Was there anything you want before I go? Because I have to leave.
Yes, actually, there is something. I'd like to make everything okay again. Will you help me?
I can't help you get your life back on track, Gabrielle. You're going to have to do that on your own this time.
No. I just want to know that we can be friends. Tony, look, I know that you told Max to keep me away from you. But you were here and you helped me, and I just need to know that you're going to be there.
You can't count on me, Gabrielle. Now you have to put your life back together.
Tony, please don't walk out on me now when I need you the most. I just won't make it if you abandon me now.
I will take these papers back up to the office, Asa. I'm terribly
No,
sorry.
Alex, hold on here. What's the problem, Asa?
The problem is this hotel merger you're working independent of each other. That's why there is no work done. I have a fortune in this deal, and I want it set pronto.
But this is the first time I heard that it's top priority for you. Why the hell didn't you mention it to me before?
Because I'm telling you now.
Well, we have had several discussions about it.
Then talk some more about it. Talk the rest of the day. Take as long as you want till you get it wrapped up.
Okay, but Alan Brooks and I have a meeting to meet the Hotel Employees Union chief this afternoon.
I will meet with Brooks and Martin.
Yeah, but Asa, come on, it's just a preliminary discussion.
Max, I've been dealing with union leaders when you were in diapers. Concentrate on this merger. Done deal. Christmas Eve.
Okay, you got it, boss.
Christmas Eve, no problem.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I gotta go to my house and get the papers.
Max, wait. While you're over at your house, why don't you pack up the rest of your things and move in here permanently?
Well, thanks for the offer, Asa, but I'm afraid I can't make that kind of decision as of yet.
I understand. Remember, you're welcome here anytime you want to be here.
Vicky, darling, you are an honest, law-abiding citizen. You're the mayor of Landview. You are the mother of 3 children, a good wife.
So what? Carlo Hesser is not only a danger to my family, he is a danger to this whole town. Can you imagine how many lives that man has already destroyed by his drugs? And how many times he has sent his goons to beat up on people because they didn't follow his orders?
Oh, it's absolutely frightening. There is no way of knowing.
Exactly, and we do not know who will be next. I mean, how much longer do we let him go on doing this without stopping him? I'm sorry, I know he is your friend, but
Darling, he was my friend. He was more than my friend. He was such a different man in those days. He was a man of morals, a man who cared about other human beings, who had many of the same kinds of beliefs that you and I have. I have absolutely no regret for that relationship. What is upsetting to me is how much he changed, that he became so easily, so totally corrupted, and that he is not now in prison for what he has clearly done.
that will never happen.
But Vicky, darling, it has already happened once before. Herb Callison got a conviction, sent him up to Statesville. No, Vicky, look, I really believe that Herb and Rafe and Troy are going to find a way to get that man in prison again.
For how long? Until somebody else makes him a deal. and gives him his freedom in exchange for some bit of information that they want. I mean, Fred Porter, it was a misguided sense of trying to capture and break up a South American drug cartel. The next person will not be so patriotic, but he will be just as deadly.
No, Vicky, I can't believe, after Sarah's death, that there would be any government agency that would go out on a limb for Carlo Hesser.
Can you guarantee that?
No.
Exactly. Well, I am going to see that it does not happen again. Carlo Hesser has made his last threat.
Vicky, I am very frightened for you. Is this Vicky talking, or is this Nicky Smith?
Cord, don't.
What's the matter? Come on, Tina, this is not exactly the reaction I was trying to get. Maybe you should change the game plan, like go for a draw play, run to the right. How about the and sweep? That's a neat play. I like that play.
Cord, don't.
Tina, what's the matter?
We can't do this.
Why not,
It's
Tina?
not right.
Oh, it's not right. What are you talking about? Listen, we love each other. We've been married before. Hopefully, one day soon, we'll be married again. There's nothing wrong with us holding each other and loving each other for a while.
No, forget it. I'm not gonna let you talk me into doing something that I know is not right. Cord,
Oh, yeah?
I made my decision. I really want to stick to it. I really do. I can't marry you, Cord.
Tina, you have to marry me. Tina, you can't live without me. You know that.
Cord.
Listen, hey, we knew that from the minute we first laid eyes on each other back in Texas. The minute we just looked at each other, our hearts started beating like 1,000 miles a minute, right? Remember that?
Cord, just stop.
Why? Tina, come on, we are destined to be together like peanut butter and jelly, which is like really wild to me.
Why can't I ever have a serious conversation with you?
All right, you want to be serious? Tina, I love you. I love you with all my heart.
I love you too.
Oh, good.
But
Listen, if you're afraid of what the neighbors might say because we're not married, look, we can take care of that in like 2 seconds. We already got the marriage license. We got the rings. All we need is justice of the peace and to say I do.
you are not being fair.
Hey, all is fair in love and mud wrestling.
Renee, I know you have never met Nicky Smith. But believe me, if she had taken over, you would know. There is no chance you will ever meet her, though. She's gone for good.
Thank God for that. But, Vicky, darling, I am really worried about this attitude that you have about Carlo Hesser.
Why? Good heavens, he's the reason I became mayor of Landview, to get rid of people like him.
But, Vicky, you were talking then about going and working through with the system.
The system does not work for people like Carlo Hesser. If it did, I would not have been shot. And Sarah would be alive now. And Tina would not be running away from here in fear of the man.
Vicky, you can't just strap on a six-shooter and go out and take the law into your own
I
hands.
have no intention of hunting him down and shooting him. I have no intention of taking the law into my own hands. I have every intention of helping the law a little.
I cannot believe that you are saying what you are saying.
Oh, Renee, the time comes when you must make a choice whether or not you are going to be a victim again. Well, my time has come. I made my choice.
And what are you planning to do?
I'm going to get rid of Carlo Hesser. I am going to convince him to leave this town forever.
Please, Vicky, please promise me that you will let the police and the DA's office take care of Carlo Hesser.
In the meantime, what happens to Cord and Tina? What if he decides to escalate his threats to include my children? I can't live with that possibility, can you?
Asa and Cord will hire people who will protect them until Carlo makes another mistake and gets arrested. I know, it's not a perfect solution.
It is no solution at all.
All right. All right, I will listen to your plan.
Thank you. Because you are the key. Without you, it won't work.
Me?
Yes. I need your help. Will you help me?
Tony, please, I don't have the strength to face the future alone, let alone deal with it. I'm afraid, and when I'm afraid, I just do everything wrong.
Okay, why don't you ask Father Joseph to help you out? He'll give you counsel.
Father Joseph is a stranger.
Sometimes strangers are the best people to ask.
You do hate me, don't you?
What is with you? Is it fever? Is it that you're so unbelievably selfish that you can't see beyond your own needs?
I told you, I'm afraid. I'm frightened.
We're all afraid, Gabrielle. Join the club.
Well, what are you afraid of? That I might try suicide again, or that I might take up too much of your precious time?
I
What
love
is
you,
it?
Gabrielle.
What?
I love you, Gabrielle. That's why I lied for you all those times. That's why I kissed you in the room that night when we were videotaped. Now you want me to get closer, and every time I get closer, I want you even more. I tried to deny the feelings. I can't. Sometimes the truth, it just creeps up like that.
I had no idea.
Come on. Come on, you had to have some idea. I should have left. I should have walked out and never looked back. Oh, God. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't. Now here I am destroying you, I'm destroying your family, and it's killing me.
Tony, I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
I let it happen to myself. I've got to go. Gabrielle, this cost me my reputation. Cost me my faith. I've got to leave. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand everything that you've just said. But I really feel that we could both benefit from this friendship. We could help each other.
This is extraordinary. Just when I'd given up hope of our ever rekindling our friendship, you call and invite me to lunch. I can't remember when I've been so surprised or delighted.
Yes, we've had some very unpleasant confrontations recently.
Well, at least you weren't part of the Buchanan contingent at police headquarters last night, clamoring for my arrest. You do know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Cord and Vicky, oh, they must have been devastated that I wasn't sent to Statesville immediately.
Carlo, I am not here to talk about last night.
Well, we can at least spend some time on it. Yes, 2 palace salads, please, house dressing, and coffee.
Yes, sir.
Forgive me. What would you like?
Palace salad's fine. You always used to order from me. It drove me crazy.
It still does. I'm sorry. Old habits are difficult to break. Just as old feelings are difficult to renounce. You've discovered that, haven't you? You can't forget about your feelings for me any more than I can ever forget you.
Carlo, I don't want you to misunderstand anything.
No, I understand you're being wary. But at least you give me the benefit of the doubt. At least you talk to me. You don't shout at me. Now, I can accept that as a start. And I know it'll be difficult to convince you that all of those charges are false. Every one of them.
Carlo, I guess in order to look in the mirror, you have to delude yourself into thinking that you have done nothing wrong. But I know exactly what you've done. And I live under no such delusions. I can't forgive you, Carlo.
Renee, we've always been honest with each other.
Yes, in the beginning. Because we were always ready to admit to our mistakes. Carlo, that's why I was so comfortable with you, why I was able to love you the way I loved you. But you have changed now. You have so completely changed.
There were reasons. I was trying to protect you.
I believe that in the beginning you were. But then it became something else, and I don't believe you anymore.
that breaks my heart. It really does.
I'm sorry that's the way I feel. I didn't come to talk about all of this. I came because I have important information for you.
Are you a Buchanan emissary? Calling a truce and then making peace with the Hessers?
I don't think that's ever going to happen, Carlo.
Well, obviously you're here on some kind of Buchanan business.
No, I am not here on Buchanan business. I wouldn't tell my family that I was coming here. They wouldn't let me. No, I have something that I have to tell you. I couldn't live with this information if I didn't pass it on to you.
What is it?
Last night, I received a call from one of the gals who used to work for me. She's now working for herself, and apparently some of her clients are associates of yours.
Is she in trouble?
No, but she thinks that you are. Carlo, there's a contract out on your life. Darling, you must leave Landview, and you must leave Landview immediately.
Clever. You're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
With Max's input, it's gonna be a hell of a deal.
You had the cards stacked in your favor from the very beginning.
That's the way you play the game, Alex.
Yes, I know. Asa,
Yes?
I want to know why you want me to work so closely with Max.
I don't want you to think that you weren't bright enough or clever enough to do this alone. I thought the two of you would do a better job and really wrap it up quicker.
I thought your family was more important to you than your business.
The hell's my family got to do with this?
Max is going through a very difficult time right now. He's bound to be thinking about his marriage all the time.
So what?
So why don't you give him some more time off instead of making him work harder?
The harder he works, the less he's going to think about that filly he calls his wife, the better off he's going to be.
So you're using me to help him concentrate on the job at hand.
No, I'm not using you. A situation developed, and I decided to take advantage of it.
Because it's better for business.
Wrong. It's better for Max. Max is more important than any deal. This kind of talk makes him very uncomfortable. Unless you're saying that you can't work with Max.
No. I don't mind at all.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think that Max is a terrific man, and now that we've had this conversation and I understand what concerns you, I will do everything that I can to help him.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. You make a terrific team.
I guess I should have called first. But I just didn't expect the two of you would be at it again so soon. Well, live and learn, huh?
Well, Max, I know it looks bad, but we were just talking.
Yeah, sure, just like the other time. Where the hell's my briefcase?
It's over here behind the couch.
Sorry if I disturbed you.
Max, absolutely nothing happened. I have a virus. I got a very high
Now
fever.
just shut up. I don't want to hear it, all right? I really don't care anymore.
Well, I do care. To set the record straight, I called you. I asked you to come over and look after Al for me. You didn't want to believe any of it, and that was the end of the conversation.
So you called the Padre over here, and he ran over here to hold your hand.
Max, if you'd stop shooting your mouth off and listen to us, you'd learn the truth.
Yeah, what's the point? All I get from you guys are lies. I'm fed up with it. I'm gonna go back to work.
You're gonna have to hear me out. Max, you're way off base here. I have no defense for kissing your wife on that videotape, but that's as far as it went.
That was enough, don't you think? It tore my marriage apart.
Max, Tony was trying to help me that evening. I was the one who took advantage of the situation.
Yeah, and poor little helpless Tony over here couldn't restrain himself. He figured he'd do a little missionary work, love thy neighbor and all that
Oh,
stuff.
you are impossible. You don't even want to hear the truth.
The truth out of your mouth never comes out, all right? I haven't heard it in months, or maybe even years.
Max, I told you the truth. Nothing happened that night, and nothing happened here.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Padre.
Max.
Max, I was doing Andy a favor. I brought Al home. I found your wife sick on that couch. That's it. That's the truth.
I was asleep for most of the time he was...
Hey, guys, it's a great story, all right? So don't fix what works. Don't mess it up with embellishments. You know, I gotta hand it to you, Padre. You're getting pretty good hanging around with my wife.
Well, maybe if you were here when she needed you, I wouldn't be around.
Oh, please.
You want some proof here? These are the pills that the doctor left. Here's the prescription. Why don't you give him a call and check it out?
Yeah, maybe I will.
This way, when you know the truth, you can start talking to Gabrielle.
What for? What the hell for? For more lies? Where's my son?
He's upstairs sleeping.
Okay. Do what you do best. Take care of my wife. I'm taking my son to Ace.
Oh, no, you're not taking him anywhere.
Tina, where's that little black telephone book?
In that drawer right there, yeah. Why?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I've been looking all over for Dick Warner's telephone number. I can't seem to remember it.
Dick Warner.
Yeah, he's the contractor. You know, the guy who's building our dream house? I need to get his phone number. I want to make a call, see if he can put his crew together and get to work on that house. I know people like to lay off a lot around the Christmas time, but hopefully he'll get in there and finish it, even if it requires some overtime.
Cord, I think that's a terrible idea.
Why? Tina, it'd be great. Listen, everybody's looking for a little extra cash around Christmas. Not only that, but it'd be good for us because we could be in the house by the first day of the year. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, to celebrate New Year's right there in our own house.
Cord, you...
Tina, I think it would be great. That would be a great start to the new year.
No, slow down, because you're talking about things that aren't even going to happen.
What are you talking about? He's a great contractor. One of the best in the country, probably. I'm sure he's going to get it done in time.
We can't move into that house, Cord, because if we do, then Carlo's going to find us and he's going to have somebody set fire to it or something and burn us all up.
Listen to me. Carlo, he's not that stupid, all right? Believe me, he's not.
Well, he might not be stupid, but he's dangerous and he's very desperate.
Look, the cops are watching Carlo like a hawk, all right? Now, if he moves in the wrong direction, they're going to have him in Statesville before he can say Happy New Year.
Cord, he should be in Statesville right now for what he did to you, and look what happens. He walks out of the station house free as a bird. Carlo knows all the angles, Cord. He knows how to protect himself. He's a champion at it.
The cops will take care of Carlo, all right?
Well, I hope he doesn't take care of you first.
Tina, he won't, all right? What are you going to do? You just going to give in to the man, Tina? You let him have his own way? You're going to let him call the shots in terms of your freedom? Forget that, Tina. I'm not about to let that happen. And I know Rafe isn't about to let that happen either. I'll tell you, he's going to get Carlo, all right? Even if he has to get him for something like jaywalking. Look. See this? See these rings?
Yeah.
One day soon, we're going to be wearing these rings, all right? And you and me and CJ, we're going to go to that dream house of ours, all right? And then when the new baby comes, we are all going to live happily ever after. All right? I'm telling you, this is one Christmas wish. It is definitely going to come true. I promise you that. I got to go. I'll see you in a couple hours, all right?
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right.
Did you hear me? Someone is thinking of trying to kill you.
Yes, I heard.
You think it's funny? You think it's brave to laugh in the face of death? I think that's unwise, Carlo.
Your sincerity would be captivating if only it were real.
Do you think that I wouldn't care if you were killed?
I'd love to have you care, but it's totally beside the point since this is simply a ploy to get me out of Landview.
What? Carlo, damn you. Do you know the agony that I suffered in trying to decide whether I would risk my family's anger if I were to come and meet with you?
Who has put this hit out on me?
I don't know. She didn't mention any names. I didn't ask her. She'd gone that far out on a limb. I was not going to get her in trouble by asking any more questions.
Aside from a few family members of yours, I can't imagine anyone who'd want to kill me.
Carlo, please. There are plenty of people who'd be interested in your territory.
Oh, come on now, Renee.
Don't scoff at me. You know, I think that you should relocate somewhere else, and then you should call in some favors and find out who has this contract out on you.
I could always beat you at poker because I always knew when you were bluffing.
Harlow, I am not bluffing. You are in grave danger.
I don't know who thought up this imaginary idea of yours, this ridiculous idea. But you tell every member of your family that I am intending to stay around for a long time, a very long time, and I intend to partake in every phase of my grandchild's life.
I see. All right. I gave you the warning. My conscience is clear.
Thank you. There's nothing I admire so much as loyalty. I just wish yours wasn't so misplaced. If you'd show me some of that loyalty, I would give you the world in return.
Carlo, you have no right to ask for loyalty from me. It is the last thing that your dirty money, your dirty drug money can buy.
Renee, what in the Sam Hill are you doing breaking bread with a snake?
Asa, I was just leaving.
How did he get you to have lunch with him? Threaten to blow up my hotel or my house?
Please, darling, let's go.
No. First, I'm going to straighten out this hood. You stay away from my wife. You pester her again, I swear. I'll wrap a telephone pole around your damn neck.
I didn't arrange this lunch, Asa. Your wife called me.
That true?
Yes, it is. If you'll come up to your office, I'll explain everything to you.
No, you explain it now, and it better be damn good.
Watch your mouth, Buchanan.
You butt out of this, Esther!
Now, you treat her with the respect she deserves, or I'll take the nearest telephone pole and wrap it around your neck.
Take your pick. You walk out of here quietly, or I'll have you thrown out.
Would you like me to stay?
Please, no.
I'll take care of the check. As always, I enjoyed your company. I hope we can have lunch soon, without interruptions.
Lunch soon?
Darling, look, he's just trying to get you worked up. Would you please sit down and let me explain everything?
Renee, how the hell could you do this to me? Going behind my back with that low-life weasel.
Behind your back? This is a public restaurant.
This is my damn restaurant. You want to flaunt yourself as some criminal? Do it somewhere else. Don't look at me.
I chose this restaurant for a reason. If you will please sit down, I will explain everything to you.
I will. I'm going to tell you something right now. Believe me, it had better be good.
If you leave here with my son, I will call the police, I swear.
I don't need your permission to be with my son. Now, if you're really sick, he's better off with me.
Gabrielle, why don't you get some rest? Max will bring Al back tomorrow.
Hey, stay out of this. It's none of your business.
Al is not going anywhere. He's staying right here. If you loved him so much, you wouldn't have walked out on him.
I'm not walking out on my son. I'm walking out on his mother. Now, if you're so concerned about Al's welfare, you should have thought of that when you were lying and scheming and kissing your way.
Everything I did for you and Al because I loved you both so much.
I can't take this anymore. I'm out of here.
No, Max.
I'll call you tomorrow about Al.
Don't go. Look, we'll stop being angry. We'll stop hurting each other. We can fix this.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
If you are looking for Cord, he went to the banner a while ago.
No, I know.
Oh. Well, he was looking very happy for a man who was beat up last night.
Yeah, I know.
What happened? Was Carlo Hesser arrested?
No, I wish, but that's not going to happen.
Well, perhaps it won't matter anymore now. Perhaps Mr. Hesser will decide that Landview no longer holds the charm for him that it once did, and he will leave town on his own.
And leave his grandchild? Vicky, God, you're as bad as Cord is. He doesn't think that he's in any danger, and here you are talking about Carlo just packing up and leaving town?
Anything's possible if we have faith.
Well, we had faith that Bo would rescue Sarah, and look what happened. I'm not going to let that happen to Cord. I'm moving out today.
But the apartment isn't ready.
Well, the living room is finished, and I already have the beds in it, and it's going to be fine. I'm going to make a game out of it for CJ. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be like we're camping in the woods or something. I don't know. It'll be fine, Vicky. We'll be fine.
Tina, I was hoping Cord would talk you into staying here.
Yeah, well, he tried, but I have to go.
He doesn't know you're doing this, does he? Otherwise, he wouldn't be so happy.
I didn't tell him.
What are you going to do, sneak out?
Vicky, I know what I'm doing,
Oh,
okay?
I know, and I understand why you feel this move is necessary. I don't agree with you, but I understand. However, I think you would make a big, big mistake if you did not discuss it with Cord first.
I'm afraid to.
Why?
Because Cord is going to try and talk me out of this, and then I'm going to be like a fool and change my mind and...
Is that so foolish?
Look, this is simple. Carlo doesn't want Cord to be in my life. He doesn't want Cord to adopt the baby. He doesn't want Cord to have any part of this baby's life at all. If anything happened to Cord or anybody else in this family because of me, I'd never be able to forgive myself. I have to move out. I have no choice.
I tell you, you and Vicky should not be alone together. There's the craziest scheme I've ever heard in my life. I just wish you had confided in me. I would have told you so.
Darling, I thought maybe that I could touch Carlo's heart by playing on our past relationship.
Renee, Carlo's heart is made of stone. That's why he's at the top of the syndicate. One of the reasons. The other, he has ice water flowing through his veins. Plenty savvy. A lethal combination.
Darling, he is also tearing this family apart. We wanted to try to do something.
I know. Even though it was stupid, I do admire your gumption.
Thank you. I'm just afraid now that I've made things worse.
What do you mean?
Well, now that he knows how desperate we are, he's going to really be on his guard.
Oh, Renee, he's always on his guard. That was my point.
No, darling. I played my hand all wrong. And now I don't think there's no way that we can get rid of this man.
The hell there isn't.
No, you just said it yourself. He's obsessive, cold-blooded, savvy. We cannot beat him at his own game.
Of course we can. You don't pretend to go out and shoot him. You go out and shoot him.
I beg your pardon?
When the fox is caught in a chicken coop, you take action. Somebody threatens your family, you do the same.
Asa, you can't be serious about this.
Oh, yes, ma'am. The only way to get rid of vermin like Carlo Essa, you load up the rifle and just fire away.
18 million. You got back just in time. I think I've come up with an answer to this stock transfer problem. Do you want to come over here and take a look at this? Max?
I'm sorry, what? Say it again.
Listen, I can handle sections 9 and 10 myself. Why don't you take the rest of the afternoon off and we can discuss this in the morning?
No. When the boss says we work as a team, that's exactly what we're going to do. Besides, I'd rather stay here and work on this merger.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Now, let me see what you've done here. Okay. Oh, that's excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell me what happened over there today? If there's anything bothering you?
I don't think you want to know, okay?
I wouldn't have asked if I didn't want to know.
We went at it. It was hell. Okay? And I think the only solution is I'm going to take Ace's advice and move in here permanently.
I really don't have any right to question your decisions.
No, please, sit. I'm interested. Talk to me.
Asa doesn't always give good advice.
Maybe. But I think this time it's right. And I guess that means we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. At all. So, let's get to work.
Imagine how he'd feel if you had told him the whole truth.
I did tell him the truth.
Gabrielle, if you're not gonna stop lying to Max, stop lying to yourself.
Everything I did for him. Why is it so hard for everyone to believe that?
Because you're not telling the truth, that's why. You didn't tell the truth. You had everything. You had a husband who loved you, you had a terrific son, nice house, but it wasn't enough for you.
Well, he's going to forgive me. Once he calms down, once he gets over his anger, he'll realize how much we mean to each other. Won't he? He's my whole life. I can't give up on him. I won't give up on him. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to get him back before it's too late.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson. Tomorrow, the squeeze generation, adults who financially care for both their children and their parents.
Also Robert De Niro and Dolly Parton tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Coming up, Bobby's jealous when she sees Tony and Rita are getting too close for comfort. Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News Brief next.